Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Dini Damiri bin Muhammad. Metric number A169179. Today, our group would like to review an article about Dare to Lead Transformation of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. Introduction. The establishment of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad (BIMB) in 1983 was seen as a major leap in the development of Islamic banking in Malaysia. Bank Islam was set up primarily to assist the financial needs of the country Muslim and also driven by the strong desire of Muslims in Malaysia for an alternative form of banking and finance that is based on the principles of Sharia law. Bank Islam first opened its door in July 1983 with the enactment of the Islamic Banking Act 1983. Bank Islam was listed on the main board of Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange, Bursa Malaysia, in 1992. As a maiden Islamic bank in the country, Bank Islam was awarded a monopolistic position until 1993 when three commercial banks, Maybank, Bank Bhumiputra, CIMB Bank and United Malayan Banking Corporation (RHB Bank) were allowed to operate Islamic window under the Islamic banking scheme. During the bank's first decade of operation, it had reported positive annual growth. The bank continued double-digit growth was driven largely by financing expansion. Between 2001 and 2004, Bank Islam financing of customer grew steadily from 5.4 billion ringgit to 7.64 billion ringgit, showing an impressive 86% increase. Bank Islam was well placed to become a major player in the global Islamic finance industry. The bank fortune was reversed when it declared losses of 480 million ringgit in 2005. This was the first time the bank had gone into red in its 22 years of history. The reported losses were due mainly to provisioning of 774 million ringgit as a result of bad credit management in 2006. The bank had again reported record losses to tune 1.2 billion ringgit with heavy provision financing from two major sources: its corporate financing from the Labuan subsidiary and consumer financing. Sukiri bin Samad from Dana Harta was appointed as Manager Director of Bank Islam on 9 June 2006 to help this private bank to get on its feet from the massive blow to its profit. The issue is: 1. BIMB suffered massive loss and on the brink of bankruptcy. 2. Transformation plans of BIMB. The objective: first, return to profitability. Second, sustainable growth. That's all for me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzuddin bin Muhammad Shah. My numbers metric is A164431. Today I will present about strategies and action plan for Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. Strategies and plan action of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad is a turnaround agenda. Turnaround agenda is the idea from Datuk Seri Zulkifli Samad and he's also the director of Bank Islam. Turnaround agenda occurred when the Bank Islam was in a big mess in a way. In the financial year in June 2005, Bank Islam recorded a loss of close to about RM 400 million. Then, on June 30, 2006, after Datuk Sri Zukri Samad come on board, they announced another set of results which was a very bad. A loss close to about RM 1.2 billion to RM 1.3 billion. Technically, within the 2 years, Bank Islam capital had been completely wiped out. Datuk Sri Zukri was tasked for a total overhaul of the bank. After his appointment, he had to come out with the turnaround plan to put the bank on the right path once again. The strategies and action plan for turnaround agenda has a 5. Firstly, recapitalization and balance sheet restructuring. Financial repair to recapitalization and balance sheet cleanup. Capital injection to stem the bleeding, strengthen the bank capital and support its growth expansion plan. Secondly is IT infrastructure revamp. IT infrastructure was revamped to accelerate to the rebuilding to offer critical customers touchpoint with enhancement of the core banking system at his heart. Upgrading the fine-tuning technology and infrastructure to boost security for information flow and improving customer service and network architecture. Thirdly, organizational transformation program. A comprehensive rebranding exercise was rolled out in 2006 to shed off the bank's current image and to convey the message that Bank Islam is innovative and customer focused. And the logo also is redesigned, as finding revealed that non-Muslim respondents felt the logo was not appealing, as it gave an impression that Bank Islam is exclusive for Muslims. The fourth, customer rationalization exercise. Bank Islam branch were found to be old, dilapidated, and much need of a facelift. Under the rebranding exercise, all bank branches were refurbished to look more upscale with the aim of enhancing customer brand experience, becoming more customer-centric and attracting a new generation of customer. And the last but not least, human capital development. In January 2009, Jerome Tej was brought in and was given carte blanche to build the risk management infrastructure more or less from the ground up to meet international standard. Then more than 2,000 employees were sent to attend various training programs from strategic thinking and leadership for senior management. That's all for me. The next presentation will be my friend. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafi Abidiskan, A168201. So today I will present about the Sustainable Growth Plan. So the first one is business innovation. In 2010, Bank Islam rolled out the Transact at Home or Tap Mobile Banking Eye service in pursuit of greater innovation, making it Malaysia's first bank to deliver mobile banking service without internet requirement. This mobile app allows a customer to conduct various banking transactions including bill payments, prepaid airtime reloading, interbank giro, interbank transfers, balance inquiries, and SMS alert. All these transactions can be done even without using smartphone. Second, robust risk management. Robust risk management remains an integral part of development to enable the bank to proactively measure and manage credit risk. An enterprise risk management system was implemented. A risk tolerance system has been developed and is an important part of the strategy and business plans of the bank. Having developed a risk as an enabler for quality growth has written a strong risk culture. Specific initiatives to strengthen a culture of risk awareness have been undertaken. This included training initiatives beginning with an orientation course for new employees to regularly train risk management, legal, regulatory, and internal audit personnel, and introducing key performance metrics based on risk as well as remuneration systems. The third one is strengthening enabling infrastructure. Bank Islam is strengthened as Bank Islam is the first Islamic bank committed to fostering integrity, transparency, and good governance in all aspects of its operation. The success of Islamic bank also evident when the Bank Islam Tower completion is in 2011, as its new corporate headquarters created a new skyliner in Kuala Lumpur. Located in the city's main area and 2 blocks from the famous Twin Tower of Kuala Lumpur, the 34th-story building symbolized the strategic positions of Bank Islam as the country's leading Islamic banking. Next, building capability and capacity. Menara Bank Islam is not only grand in its vision and design, but it is also serve as a meeting place for community. For example, during Zohor prayers, Muslim professionals and scholars, both local and international, were invited to speak or give lectures. The basement car park of the bank is converted into a hall of prayer every Friday for a prayer of Muslim on Friday. But what makes it unique is that it is managed by the own staff of the bank. The greatest challenge for the Bank Islam has always been capacity. Even though it can accommodate 3,000 people at any time, but the whole of prayer is always packed. This shows that Bank Islam is not only prioritized for world success, but also a prioritize for success hereafter. And the last one is corporate expansion. Bank Islam continued to expand its physical presence through the nationwide expansion of its branch network, the installations of self-service terminals and bureau de change, office establishments, consumer business centers, and off-site electronic banking centers. The bank ventures into microfinance activities with the setting up of Ar-Rahnu, which is Islamic pawnbroking business in 2010, which offers financing opportunities to small business in underserved communities. Bank Islam also entered into a partnership with Tabung Haji for uniteller services that allow Muslim bank customer to register for Hajj, while Tabung Haji depositors could deposit and withdraw cash via any of the bank's delivery channels.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Fitri Nur Muhajir. My number matric is A168081. Next is the result from the Strategy and Action Plan and the Sustainable Growth Plan. The result is, in December 2006, the Bank Islam recorded a profit before zakat and tax (PBZT) of 165.8 million ringgit just within 6 months of implementing the turnaround plan. By the end of its financial year 2007, the bank posted PBZT of 255.5 million ringgit, which is a high in its 24 years of operation. Bank Islam breached the 1 billion ringgit mark to record 1.034 billion ringgit for the first time in the bank history. The NPF ratio was also trending downward as the result of better quality asset. The gross NPF ratio for 2013 was 1.2%, which was below the industry average. Return on equity at 21.2% was higher than the banking industry average at 17.3%. The customer base also grew by 170% from the implementation of the turnaround plan. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syafiqah Hazwani binti Sahudin. My metric number A168284. So, the conclusion of this case study, Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad has to grow in parallel with the current customer demand in order to stay relevant and competitive in market. And the suggestion, in accordance to the technology advancement, Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad has to provide a better banking experience to the customer, especially through its digital platform, as users are leaning towards online transaction each day. That's all from me. Thank you.